This season has generated a lot of buzz, and for not so good reasons, for some very controversial reasons, but also people are just really disappointed in the lack of connections because it is Love Island, and a lot of people are watching the connections being made this season and going, is it Situationship Island this year? Because no one really seems to be falling in love, and despite the fact that it is the trashiest show on TV, a lot of people really do find people that they spend the next 6 months with after they get off the show or even get married to.
What did you say to me off the air? That it's not a great season, but it's a good season for what?
It is a terrible season of Love Island because, it is Situationship Island. It's barely that. It's kind of Friendship Island. It's Backstabbing Island for sure.
Oh, for sure.
If it was UK, people would be married by now. At this point, couples don't even like each other, which is very sad. But it's been such a good season of reality TV because it's been so back and forth, and the contestants have been very wild and sometimes very problematic.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like every day there is another headline in my algorithm saying somebody just got kicked out for doing this or that or this drama or that drama. Something's going on in that show.
So 2 people have already been kicked off the island. 2 islanders are now out of the villa. So I decided to pull social media producer Rebecca for a chat so she could fill us in on the drama going in the villa.
If I had a nickel for every time a Love Islander was unceremoniously kicked off of the island for using a racial slur, I would have 2 nickels, which doesn't seem like a lot, but
it is weird that it happened twice.
Yes, girl. So 2 islanders from this one season have now been kicked off because fans looked into their social media footprint and found some problematic language from them. So
you would think that when you're selected for a show like that, you would do a deep dive, right, into everything you've posted since you were 15 years old.
I think the thing is they don't realize that they did anything wrong until they get to the show and the producers tap them awake and tell them that they got to go. So first it was Yulissa, and she was not even on the island for 48 hours before fans found podcast footage of her saying racial slurs, and she was saying them very loud and proud. So she was dumped quite quickly, and no one was very upset. So this very recent dumping was Cierra, who was sort of a fan favorite. She was in one of the strongest relationships on the island. Actually, her and her couple, Nick, had just closed off, which is they were the only one.
It's basically like getting engaged in the villa.
Yes. So I think it was about a week ago, a couple posts from her had resurfaced online. It was her using a racial slur that is used to victimize Asian people. And she had posted it, and it seems like she had posted once in 2015 a caption on Instagram using the slur, and then once again in 2024 with a story using the same slur. And screenshots also show that people reached out to her and told her that it was problematic, and she kind of doubled down. So everyone was wondering, are they going to kick Cierra off of the island? Because they had set a precedent with Yulissa. Yulissa got bumped. What was going to happen with Cierra? So everyone tuned in on Sunday and knew either she's going to be there and she's going to be there for the rest of the time there because we don't have much time left, or Ian Sterling, the announcer, who I am in love with, was going to say Cierra has been kicked off the island for personal reasons. And that's what we heard on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
One line and she's gone.
Okay.
My jaw dropped when I saw the episode on Sunday because, again, I can't even... We've been talking about how this is Situationship Island. This is the only viable couple at this point that's going to come out of this villa is Nick and Cierra. And the fact that she is now gone and seeing the tears well up in his eyes, it was cinema.
Is Nick the guy that was spreading the herp through the entire village?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although allegedly, because I watched After Sun, which is like the after show, allegedly it wasn't the herp. Charlie hit him in the face with a football or something. So apparently it wasn't. It wasn't cold sores.
Right.
Hey, what happened?
How good looking do you have to be to have that herp on your lip and go, yeah, it's something else? And all the ladies are like, okay, it's a football. Okay.
It certainly hasn't stopped the women from making out with Nick, but it is very interesting to see how this the season is going to play out because now he has to pair up with Alandria, who everyone has really shipped him with. They're like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect couple. But I don't think Alandria likes this man.
Yeah, what? Are you crazy?
I don't think she likes him.
I mean, this is insane. Nick doesn't seem too disappointed because he immediately coupled up with Cierra's best friend. I honestly think they could win it because people have been shipping Nicolandria for a long time.
I will say last night's episode made me think that maybe there's a little bit of romantic hope, but I think we have to wait and see.
I want to thank you guys for watching this show. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
So I don't have to.
It's an honor.
The Bert Show.